Hey guys, today I'm going to be working on my mannequin head and I want to show you the mixed eye look. So there's so many different variations of how you can style the mixed eye, but today I'm going to show you two different styles for the mixed eye by using the spiky mixed textured look. So I know that is a lot to take in, but I'm going to break it down for you super simple. So to create the spiky mixed eye look, you are just going to be using your longer lengths and not making a fan, but just getting a little cluster like a chunk like, and that's going to be your spikes. And then for the texture, I'm going to use volume fans about 5 to 6D. Typical volume fans are about 2 to 6D, and then mega volume is anywhere from like 6 to possibly 12. So at the end, I'm going to show you how we're going to turn this into the mega mixed eye textured look, but for now we're just going to stick with regular Russian volume. So excuse my foam tape and paper tape. I actually forgot my gel pads at the salon, so I'm home and I'm going to be just working with what I have. And also, as a disclaimer, I am using my cell phone to record this, so my actual learning courses that I have for sale on my website, I have a professional videographer and a mic, so it's a completely different vibe today, so just understand that. Okay, so the first strip lash look that I'm going to do is with different lengths, and that's how we create that mixed eye. So if we were to do a perfect line, we would do it a completely different way. But to break up that perfect line, we are going to be dropping numbers anywhere from 2 to 3. So for our longest here, I'm using the length 15, so then I'll be dropping that to about a 12. And so where I have my 14, I'll be dropping that to 11, and then as so on. So when you only drop 2 to 3 numbers, it just breaks up that perfect line of demarcation. But if you were to drop more numbers, then you would create a gappier look. Okay, so as you can see, first I am doing all my longer numbers. So when I'm actually working on a client, I do the same exact thing. I take the lower lashes of the client and I'll place the longest lashes on those lower lash line. So as long as her natural lash can support the longest length, that's okay to do. But if the natural lash cannot support that length, then you want to rethink and reevaluate your lash map. So when I'm creating this textured look, I'm going to go ahead and drop my longest lashes first, and then the second layer closest to the eyelid, I would then go down in size. And each layer you just want to go down in another size. Because I want a super dense mixed look, I'm going to go ahead and continue to taper the lashes up. So for the first layer, as you can see, I already wrote it down, and then I just know in my head for the volume fans to skip 3 numbers, and so I didn't write it for you guys because I didn't want it to be messy. So now I'm just going to brush, show you guys the style. Okay, so now that you saw what it looks like to only drop the lengths about 2 to 3 down, I'm going to show you what it looks like to drop the lengths about 4 lengths down. So we're going to continue going with the 15s as the longest, but now I'm going to drop it down to about a 10. So that's 5 lengths down. And I'm dropping it down so much because I really want to see that mixed gappy look. I really want to see it look like little chunks almost. But I'm going to continue doing the narrow spikes for my longest and continue doing the wide fans for my shortest. The only difference that I'm doing here in this next strip lash look is that I am drastically increasing the amount of length in between the 2 lashes. So from a 15 to a 10, and before it was a 15 to a 12. And then again, every other number that I have in that map is going to drop down about 4 to 5. And then the volume fans are still going to be consistently a 5 to 6D, and the spikes are about 3 to 4D. So again, I sped this up for your viewing pleasure, and what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to take the first lash look and the second lash look, and I'm going to mix them together so that we can get a mega volume look. Now this is mega volume because when you mix the two strips together, now you have about 12D for the volume fans because you have twice the amount. So I just did it separate because it was easier to actually lash separately. But obviously on a client, you're not going to be able to separate all the layers of her lashes unless you use like the tape back method. And there's different techniques you can do to separate her different layers. But for me, I just took the easy way out, and now I'm going to take the longer strip, the one that I did first. I'm going to place that at the bottom because remember, your longest lengths go at the bottom, and the shorter strip at the top. And so that is how we create the super dense mixed look. And I just love how this looks. It's so much texture, so much volume, and I want this look on my eyes right now. Yes, please. So I'm going to just brush, brush, brush and play with it a little bit because it looks awesome, I think. Happy lashing, you guys. If you have any questions, drop a comment, leave it below, and talk to you later. Bye.